Hello and welcome to Krishi Jagran Business Platform that keeps you updated with all the agri news of the nation. This is Jyoti Singh. Let's take a quick look at the top headlines of the day. Amid rising temperature, ICI's smart wheat crop can be a game changer. Government won't leave farmers in a lurch, says Agriculture Minister. Government working to legalize cannabis cultivation for medicinal use. India joins Global Agriculture Innovation Mission for Climate Platform. UP Budget 2023, State gives priority to farmers' welfare, allocates Rs 63 crore for financial year 2023-24. Jammu and Kashmir government to create 2,000 Kisan Khidmat Ghars worth Rs 463 crores to empower farmers and youth. Movement of trains in Punjab halted due to farmers' protest. Rabi cultivation reaches a record extent of over 69 lakh acres in Telangana. India gives hope, proved it can tackle big challenges. Bill Gates. State Agriculture Minister Kuldeep Dhaliwal today said the state government would bear the entire cost for the provision of canal water to farmers in the state. The minister said while 20% of this cost was earlier borne by panchayats, the state would now be carrying the entire cost for the provision of canal water to fields responding to queries on the effect of climate change and increased weather on wheat crop. The minister said the state government won't leave farmers in the lurch. Kuldeep Singh Dhaliwal, State Cabinet Minister for Rural Development and Panchayats, Agriculture and NRI Affairs today said this while announcing development works worth Rs 11.47 crore for the development of mandis in the district. The minister said as a sum of Rs 126 crore would be spent on link roads and development of all mandis across Doaba. On Monday, the Union Agriculture Ministry announced that it had set up a committee to monitor the situation arising from the increase in temperature and its impact, if any, on the current wheat crop. This comes even as cereal inflation soared to a record 16.12% year-on-year in January, driven primarily by wheat and atta, whose consumer prices registered an annual increase of 25.05%. The situation have been rendered worse by wheat stocks in government godowns. These at 154.44 lakh tons on February 1st were the lowest in 6 years for the same date. However, a bigger source of uncertainty has to do with the wheat now in farmers' fields, due for harvesting only April. Last year, a spike in March temperatures signed the crop just when the grains were accumulating starch and proteins, leading to a significant drop in output as well as government procurement. Chief Parliamentary Secretary Sundar Singh Thakur said today that the state government was working to legalize the cultivation of cannabis for medicine and industrial purpose. The government would formulate a policy for cannabis cultivation so that farmers could get additional income, he said. He presided over the inaugural ceremony of the 3-day training workshop of the Himalayan Forest Research Institute, Shimla, at the Atal Bihari Vajpayee Institute of Mountaineering and Allied Sports, Manali. HFRI Director Dr. Sandeep Sharma said that about 800 medicinal plant species were found in Himachal Pradesh and 165 species of this were traded. He added that 60 species of medicinal plants were endangered due to overexploitation. He emphasized on scientific cultivation and sustainable harvesting of medicinal plants. India has joined a global platform launched by the US and the UAE with an aim to accelerate investment and support for climate-smart agriculture and food system innovation, the State Department said. The Agriculture Innovation Mission for Climate was launched by the two nations in November 2021. Joint Secretary of the Ministry of External Affairs, Dammu Ravi, signed a letter expressing the intention to join the IIM-4C on the margins of the A2U2. IIM-4C seeks to increase investment in and support for climate-smart agriculture and food system innovation. To date, the IIM-4C initiative has successfully increased this investment to more than USD 8 billion globally, the State Department said in a statement. For the fiscal year 2023-24, the BJP government in Uttar Pradesh has allocated Rs 62,658 crore in its annual budget, nearly 9% of total allocations for farmers' welfare under various heads such as supporting their livelihood, increasing their saving, enhancing agricultural skills, protecting crops from stray cattle and developing infrastructure in rural areas. The allocation for agriculture-related schemes are one of the main highlights of the budget ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha election, with the provision of Rs 1,500 crore. Finance Minister Suresh Khanna announced to give 100% discount on electricity bills of private tube well consumers, fulfilling the promise made by the BJP in its election manifesto. In the previous year budget, the discount on electricity bills for the tube wells amounted to 50%. For areas near rivers, a budgetary allocation of Rs 2,803 crore has been made for flood control and drainage related works. Another Rs 1,619 crore has been proposed for river improvement and anti-erosion project. The Jammu and Kashmir government has approved a 5-year project of Rs 463 crore aimed at empowering farmers and educated youth through technology-driven and inclusive agri-extension service, a senior government official said on Wednesday. One of the crucial outcomes of the project on innovative extension approaches for revitalizing agriculture in Jammu and Kashmir would be the creation of 2,000 Kisan Khidmat Ghar, which will serve as a one-step center of extending farmer-oriented service, said Atul Dulao, Additional Chief Secretary, Agriculture Production Department. He said the extension system in Jammu and Kashmir faces many challenges. Currently, there is a significant gap between extension workers and farmers with a ratio of 1:1100 and contact intensity of 1 hour per farmers every year. Several trains were disrupted in Punjab on Wednesday due to a rail roko protest organized by a farmers association in support of many demands, including fair compensation for land acquisition for road projects and the settlement of unpaid sugarcane dues. The Kisan Majdoor Sangharsh Committee organized the demonstration at the Gurdaspur train station. 10 trains, including those from Varka to Pathankot and Pathankot to Amritsar, were cancelled as a result of the uproar, according to railway authorities. They further claimed that 6 trains from Pathankot to Varka, Amritsar to Pathankot and Pathankot to Old Delhi were redirected at Dinanagar, Amritsar and Dhariwal. Sarwan Singh Pandhe, General Secretary of the KMSC, stated that they are seeking for compensation for land acquired for road projects. Other demands included payment of sugarcane dues, remunerative price for crops as per Swaminathan Commission's report from Swaminathan Commission report and farm debate. Telangana has scaled a new high in the cultivation of rabi crops as they were raised on a record extent of nearly 69.24 lakh acres so far this agriculture year. That too including paddy on about 53.71 lakh acres, which is also a record, backed by a favorable conditions such as ample water in projects for irrigation, availability of groundwater and the other initiatives such as investment support given under the Raidu Bandhu scheme. The extent has reached record levels. The previous record for the Rabi season was in 2020-21 when the total extent was over 68.14 lakh acres and that of paddy was 52.7 lakh acres. According to official of the Agriculture Department, the extent of paddy this season could be the highest for a state in the country since the details of cultivation could reach the authorities for another couple of weeks. India gave hope for the future and proved that the country could solve big problems at once even when the world is facing multiple crises. Microsoft co-founder and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation co-chair Bill Gates said in his blog. Bill Gates also said that they believe that with the right innovation and delivery channels, the world is capable of making progress on lots of big problems at once. Even at a time when the world is facing multiple crises, and usually he received the response like, there isn't enough time or money to solve both at the same time. But India proved all the responses wrong. It's all about to become the world's most populous country, which means you can solve most problems there without solving them at scale. And yet India has proven it can tackle big challenges. The country eradicated polio, lowered HIV transmission, reduced poverty, cut infant mortality and increased access to sanitation and financial service. He added, meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also shared Gates' blog published in one of the media's publication. So this was all about the news. For more updates on Agri News, stay tuned with Krishi Jagran Business.